Hello, fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. On the last episode, we headed back over to the detention facility after finding that letter in the caretaker's boat shop safe. So we got a little bit more information from Edgeworth about who the person that was suspected of the DL6 incident, Yanni Yogi, who he thinks is the boat shop caretaker, and we also learned about his nightmare that he supposedly killed his own father, and the evidence kind of lines up with that from what we've heard and what we've seen so far, which doesn't really help us. So, on this episode, we are going to be finding out who the mysterious person that Maya talked about last time, about who might know the DL6 incident a little bit more than us, even though we've learned a lot about it recently. I mean, we have an entire file of it in our court record. It's right there. But someone does know a little bit more about it, so we're going to move over to that person. And we actually saw this person a couple episodes ago. Mr. Grossberg! Why is Phoenix so surprised? This is his office.
Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled.
No kidding! I can't believe you're not!
Why? He's not related to this at all.
My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm?
It's Mr. Edgeworth. He, sub.
I'm never gonna now find it funny about actually saying the words that they're doing.
I see.
I have no clue if this is Gumshoe's, Grossberg's voice. I know what Gumshoe's voice is. Grossberg is like the intermittent old guy voice that I've been doing for him and the judge.
So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father.
It's only a dream! Only a dream!
I wonder.
What?
If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm?
Well...
Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done.
No! I don't believe it.
Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close.
So, I mean, Grossberg's also a lawyer, so he can definitely piece these pieces together to find out exactly what happened as well. So there's a little bit of smarts from Grossberg, who, so far in the game, we've only seen do stupid things. But let's talk about Gregory Edgeworth and the spirit medium. What do you know about Edgeworth's father?
He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey.
My sister?
Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques.
That's no surprise.
Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods.
And?
He lost. And died in despair, as it were.
I see.
Well, of course he lost. I mean, Von Karma has a perfect win record. 301 is not perfect. 300 wins, 1 loss.
When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on the spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed.
Is that the same voice I did last episode? I don't remember anymore. Why do I forget voices so easily?
The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi.
That sounds like Von Karma.
Yet Yogi was found innocent.
That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud.
That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him.
I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son?
It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless.
Well then, that's not nice. So that's all that we can talk about Grossberg at the moment. But if we do show him something, like the giant piece of evidence that we found a couple episodes ago.
Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond.
But why kill Robert Hammond?
Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own.
Uh-huh, his own sake?
He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability.
But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter?
Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined.
Huh?
You'll understand soon enough. Wait.
What is it?
This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this?
So we have Miles Edgeworth, Yanni Yogi, or Manfred von Karma, which are three very different choices. So we can choose Miles Edgeworth, who, I don't know why he'd want Yogi to try and kill himself. It could be Yanni Yogi, and the boat caretaker might not be Yanni Yogi. Or it could be Manfred von Karma, which is like the weirdest option of the three. Let's take a look at the letter. There's no details of the murder in the setup. It's not Miles Edgeworth. It's not Miles Edgeworth. The answer... Could it be Manfred von Karma?
Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this?
Well, I'm not sure. Take that, Phoenix! We found it before you did.
Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting. I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports.
Why don't you see it anymore? You're not retired.
What? But that means... The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was...
Correct. Manfred von Karma himself.
What does this mean, then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? So, the reason why I chose von Karma, not only because it was correct, but if you remember back when we were inside the shack and they were reading the letter for the first time, it said that it was very precise, very clear, almost perfect handwriting. And we know that von Karma is a perfectionist, so he'd handwrite it in the most perfect way possible. Oh boy, we got another option now.
If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. he would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty.
Oh no! How am I supposed to say that very, how it would fit in this world? That certainly had to be like what's the word I'm thinking of now? I don't speak well. You might have heard me flub a lot this episode.
But how could Von Karma know that Mr. Edgeworth passed like that?
Because he's a very perfect attorney.
Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare.
That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both resistant and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son.
What do you mean?
It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred.
Ooh, what does that mean? What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma?
Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's see, I can't speak well! Accusation stood.
Faulty evidence?
It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor.
And by penalty, he means like that thing that would happen with us if we ever accidentally presented something wrong. Though one of those exclamation points would be taken away. That's a penalty! That Von Karma's never seen one of those before. Granted, it's a game gimmick. we don't actually lose an exclamation point, but still.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see.
I wish I could take a vacation for several months. I did, though. That was called unemployment. A vacation?
Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
Really? He doesn't take vacations?
You saved them all up so he could take several months off.
Like, go to the sea? Or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe!
You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. Plus his name is Von Karma! And and this is supposed to take place in Los Angeles, which is right next to the Pacific Ocean.
In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot.
Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? So that I would never lose.
What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's going to bring up deal 6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to deal 6?
I won't let him.
Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know.
No, it's not. Maybe in this weird world where people's cell phones have devolved 10 years from now, and this is supposed to take place next year, and where... What else? What else is weird? I don't know. Something else. Other things are weird. Oh yeah, every picture is black and white. I know that. No, you don't. You shouldn't know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I mean, it's clearly an accident. It was self-defense. He can claim self-defense. Not to mention he was 9 at the time. You can't charge a 9-year-old for murder. He had no intention. I mean, it's not intentional murder. It's manslaughter, I guess. Which is what D. Vasquez got, because that was manslaughter. I can't believe he'd kill someone.
But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave.
I don't care. Oh, well, why did my voice crack? Maybe it's because of all these voices. I know he's not guilty.
Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest.
Mr. Grossberg, thank you.
I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim.
I understand. The police materials. So,
That was entertaining.
So on the next, we're gonna call it an episode here because we're going a little long now. We're almost at 16 minutes. So, on the next episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we're gonna be heading back over to the police records to try and find out any information about DL6 that would probably clear Miles' name, because Von Karma knows, but Von Karma might be behind the entirety of this case. So, until next time, hopefully you enjoy. So we didn't see that. Thwop totem! You know, despite all the money I spent getting all those beans, I only lost like 200. Which is weird because you had to pay 100 beans around. 100 coins around, 100 beans around, and I would never even think about doing. Oh, this is where I'm getting all the copy flowers from. I should actually show that off now that I have them. I'll do it on Bowser. Because we're going to be seeing Bowser. I mean, it's a Mario game. Why aren't we going to fight Bowser? When we fought